Amp Ghosties. Hello, everybody. How are we? Oh, God. Ash, hello. Hello, Jingles. Thank you for the bits. Tyrio, hello. You were first in. And Oblivion, thank you for the Spotify reminder. I literally hit it as soon as you sent it. I literally have never remembered on my own. Chaotic D-Hole, hello. Gideon, Crow, and Gay Froggy. How are you guys doing today? Froglord and Oblivion, I already said hi to you. Second hi to you. Swaggy Chaos, how are you guys doing? Cyber, hello. Crow, I'm sorry you're sick, mate. You know, this music is burned permanently into my brain, and it's just it's part of my personality. This is who I am now. I'm tired. It's 1:30 here. It's 1 hour 30 here, and I have school tomorrow. Good gourds. Maybe go to sleep, mate. Maybe get some snooze going on here. Favorite, yes. Best, maybe. Listen, I can't listen to this music anymore. If I play music here on stream in my stream playlist, I literally will not listen to it outside of stream anymore because it's burned into my brain that it's stream music. And that's it. Stream music is stream music, and it is not built for anything other than while I am streaming. End of story. There is no other purpose for it. I don't know why, man. This is what I've accepted as part of me. Hello, everybody. My name is Almostander, and welcome home. How are we, chat? How are we? Apparently, we're a bunch of pirates. I'm legitimately so tired today, and for no goddamn reason. Except for the fact that I definitely was awake until 5 a.m. this morning. But guys, I made a D&D character. Hey, love the necklace. Let me see it closer. What do you want me to just get all up in the camera? I can get all up in the camera. I can get all up in the camera. This is my Yggdrasil necklace. There you go. Yeah. That's my Yggdrasil necklace. I wear it pretty often, admittedly. I've had it on for a while, and yes, I did put the gamer shirt back on tonight. I had you know, I was in normal human clothes to go see my grandparents today, and I came home and I was like, man, what do I put back on for stream? It's gonna be the gamer shirt. We're slipping back into the gamer shirt for tonight. Because people may not know, but I stream in my pajamas. Dead ass. I am chilling in my PJs right now. Like, I used to get dressed up for stream for the first like 2 months I was on camera, and then I gave the fuck up and I legitimately stream in my pajamas. Anybody got shit to say about it? Eat my ass. Legitimately. You don't like that I stream in my pajamas? Suck a dick. I totally do not understand. Xander said leggy. Yeah, my leg just goes places. Guess who's a little brat brain decided that after a year of not watching it to start watching My Hero Academia again. Bro, I want to get back into My Hero. I love My Hero. If you cannot tell from like all the little things here, it's so easy to hyperfixate on because there's so many different characters and so many like different archetypes. I've cosplayed both Aizawa and Dabi. I've cosplayed both of them. I love it legitimately so much. Fox Knox, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome home, mate. Good to have you. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. Music is real loud. It's fine. I'm so tired, so I'm sorry if I'm all over the place today. And also, we're gonna set some... Avi, hello. Hello, Avi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. How is my queen? I hope you're doing good, mate. Thank you. Mezzo, you were legitimately just streaming, my man. I was just in here. Hey, dude. Oh my god, chat, if I can get my mods know what the fuck they're doing. Somebody throw a shout out in there. Guys, thank you for all the fucking follows. Let's go. God damn. Garrison, thank you. Dash Metal Druid, Heavenly Games, El Shrimpo, and the Frog Milf. Let's go. Thank you guys all so much for the follows. That is huge. If one of my mods will throw the shout out in chat, I'm sure they will. Tyrio at the very least can handle it. Is hello. I watch Mezzo all the time. I've rated Mezzo several times, so if you are not already following him, go drop a fucking follow, you losers. Go give a follow. It's at the top of chat now, so just hit the little button. Super funny. Such a cool dude. Legitimately, absolutely vibes. His chat, top tier vibes. Him, top tier vibes. Funny as fuck. Hangs out in the Discord and everything now. Super chill. I told you I would pick, man. Listen, I didn't expect this quick, man. The speed that happens. But yeah, absolutely, please support. And go get some of that self-care. Let's go, my dude. Oh my god. But yeah, no, thank you guys for all of the follows. That is huge. You guys are a fantastic chat to hang out with, so glad to have you here as well. Yeah, yes, go get that self-care.
My balls are fat. My balls are
Ash,
fat. My balls
hello.
are fat.
Despite his criminal mind,
Fuck yeah,
this
canoe
man is
time,
behaving
bitches.
well. His reward is the canoe.
Thank you,
this time
Ash.
he can sit in the canoe for up to an hour.
Ash, thank you for my daily allotted canoe time. That is a huge win for me. I will use my canoe time, and I will enjoy it. Also, I have a snacky with me today. I don't normally bring snacks on stream, but I'm a little bit peckish. So I have some, I hate how these are labeled, juicy gems. There you go. I've got some juicy gems going on. That is just rancid naming. It's pomegranate seeds. That's all it is. But they've, ooh, that's a horribly loud noise. But they're legit. They're labeled juicy gems, and I hate it. I don't like the name of it. I don't know why they're called this. I don't like the naming. Share with chat. Chat, want a bite? Have some juicy gems, chat. I don't know who decided to name this shit, but I mean, I guess they're not wrong. They look like gems, and bitches are juicy. Let's be real here. But I just not what I was expecting. I can't eat pomegranate seeds without my mouth getting waxy for some reason. Interesting. Glad chat got to enjoy. You know, if you've never had pomegranate seeds, they're fucking baller. They're not everybody's taste, but they're not as good when they're like this, but it can take so long to de-seed a pomegranate. If you've never tried it, it's like a whole fucking sport. Like it is obnoxious, and it looks like a fucking murder scene because when you pop them, they're bright red and they stain. I did see your canoe art in the Discord. I saw it. It was fantastic. It was yeah, it takes for fucking ever. Full 15 minutes, bro. If you've never like de-seeded a pomegranate before, like that shit can take you like 45 minutes if you don't know like the quick ways of doing it. Yes, dark chocolate pomegranate seeds. I actually have. I don't know if I still have. I got a bag for Christmas of dark chocolate pomegranate, and it's just my god, it is legitimately so good. Pomegranates are the way to my heart. I'm gonna be clear about that one. But I'm gonna set expectations really quickly because we're gonna play some Minecraft today, and we have lots of fun shit we can talk about. But de-seeding a pomegranate should be an Olympic sport. I would pay to see that shit. That would be so just they're tearing into it with their fucking hands. That would be fucking magical. The only expectation I have to set for today is the fact that I do have to end at 8, and that is a strict harsh. We cannot go past 8 o'clock. Because I do have another thing I have to go to as soon as stream ends. And we can talk about what that is because it's very exciting and I'm having a good time. But we can play some Minecraft while we're doing that. Oh, you know, it'd be useful if I set Minecraft as the thing that I'm recording. There we go. Oh. Boop. There we go. Don't mind that. It didn't happen. I do not have scuffed streams and I know how to be a streamer. I'm completely a professional and we do not question this. For anybody who hasn't seen this world yet, this is a single player Origins world that I've been playing on. This is my little house. Ash, hello. I've de-seeded a bunch for my niece. I can do it in like 5 minutes max, which is the same amount of time it takes for me for peeling an orange. Bullshit that you could peel an orange or de-seed a pomegranate in the same amount of time. I want to see. You could probably set a world record if you could do it that quick. I want somebody find out for me right now. I need to know what is the world record for speed of pomegranate de-seeding. There's got to be a record for this, and if there's not, I vote that we make a stream out of setting the world record. I'm ready for this. Somebody call Guineas. We're gonna make this happen. But yeah, this is our little world where we've been setting up. This is like the chest storage situation that we've been working on, and we live in like a tiered mountain Swiss hole kind of situation. That's on the mountains, and we can fly because, oh, I didn't set my mods. Well, normally we can do a bunch of other things other than fly. I'm gonna set that really quickly. But yeah, this is our little mountain house. Hey, Crump, how you doing? So I gotta give you pomegranates when you least expect it to make you feel better on the He Who Sad Brain days. Yeah, you just gotta chuck me like a fucking pomegranate. It's like less than 10 seconds. Bullshit, anyone can completely de-seed a pomegranate in less than 10 seconds. That's not possible. It's physically not possible. You could get a pomegranate open in 10 seconds, but I'm talking fully de-seeding it. Like 100% all seeds removed from the rind. That shit takes so much time. There's videos on YouTube? Okay, fuck it. We're gonna go watch this. Hang on. We're switching over to my face because I'm calling bullshit on everybody. Okay. World record pomegranate Pomegranate. Oh, fucking, I can't type. World record pomegranate deseeding. Deseeded pomegranate in 10 seconds using a wooden spoon. Huh? All right, I'm whipping open a YouTube video. All right, guys, we're gonna. This is for research and science purposes. This is incredibly important. Okay, come here now. This is important. I need to know. This. All right, de-seeded pomegranate in 10 seconds. Salt, but I don't believe it. Okay. All right.
To easily de-seed a pomegranate, cut it in half and fry the edges.
Yep, we're opening it up.
Hold it over a bowl and slap it with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, okay. No, there was no editing there or anything. I just went whack, whack. Fuck you. We'll try that. We'll try that. Bullshit that you can cut a pomegranate in half and then just slap its ass with a wooden spoon, go bad girl, and it fucking just shits all its seeds out the bottom. That shit ain't happening. Absolutely bullshit. There's no way in the world that that actually works. Like, I'm opening up more of these. I'm opening up more of this bullshit because I don't believe any of this. What is this? None of this has to do with de-seeding pomegranates. Skip to the good shit. I don't give a shit about your love life.
In the skin, you don't want to cut all the way through. You want to try and keep.
What kind of fucking explanation? Okay, all right. So he's cut all the way around.
Step 2, you're just gonna try and pull it apart. So I'm gonna get my thumb in there.
He said don't cut all the way through, and then just kind of yank it apart. Great.
All that wonderful pomegranate goodness in there.
I'm witnessing it. Yeah, that's a lot of pomegranate goodness.
Good source of fiber as well.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about the fiber. I want to see you taking the seeds out.
You're going to take the pomegranate and just very gently.
Yep, we're loosening it up. This makes sense, right?
So,
pull it apart, loosen it up.
Digging in there and pulling them all out and breaking them up and getting.
Yep.
Really messy.
This has already taken longer than 10 seconds, so this is an illegitimate title.
Here's the fun part. I'm gonna take this, turn it upside down in my hand.
Okay, it's in my hand, and we're taking the spoon again.
Spoon or a
Pomegranates are submissive. We're fucking whacking it with a goddamn spoon again. We are spanking this bitch. This is legitimately what you want me to do. Okay, I like that he's actually showing the process, right? There's a lot of whacking going on. Again, this has already taken longer than 10 seconds.
10 seconds, but that's gonna be pretty close. And there's pretty much all the pomegranates out.
Okay.
Pomegranate seeds out.
Admittedly, that's a pretty impressive technique.
All these wonderful pomegranate seeds that you can put in a
That's a
salad.
pretty good technique. That's better than the technique I was originally taught. So I feel like I've got to try this now. Ooh, sorry about that. That was a bad freeze frame on you, dude. So I feel like, okay, so that's a pretty good one. I'm watching an old man do it now. We're gonna have to test this out at some point. Oh, okay, hang on. This elderly man has a new technique for us. Hang on, we're learning pomegranates. Okay, also, yeah, that's not even fully unseeded. He did miss some seeds, and also, he still had a whole other half of a pomegranate. Okay. So this old man, he scored it across the top. So he didn't cut down the middle like this. He scored across the top, okay? And this man is ready to show us a fast way. He's not promising us 10 seconds, but he is saying a fast way. Okay, looks like we're decapping it. Right, so we're taking it out from the back, okay? So this is a totally different way. We're not cutting it in half and coming from the flat ends. We're coming from the back end.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful, old man who very much likes pomegranates.
But the principle is the same.
Uh-huh.
Simply trying to take that cap off, and at that point it becomes very clear. Notice I told you about the ridges?
Yeah, no, okay, so that's how I normally cut pomegranates, is you find the 7 ridges, and you score them down those ridges, and it pops open like an orange.
Notice that those connectors
Yeah.
correspond with where it's protruding the furthest out.
Right.
And it's very clear on here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells.
Okay.
Your next step.
Yeah, okay, so this is what I was taught how to do.
and score, but only go down about that far. Do not go all the way down to the bottom.
Yep, that's how this is how I was taught to cut open pomegranates.
Score right in line with each one.
You find the widest part out, and you score them open, and then it pops open like an orange.
Scores, turn this upside down and start spreading them.
See, like that. That's how I was taught how to do it.
You're going to see some of the arrows begin to fall. And let's just take a look and see what we've got here.
Now that's a pretty fruit.
Everything is very clean where it needs to be, including that center area. And you can simply pop these out like this. Now, it's up to you of how much time you want to take peeling out some of these membranes. There's a way you can get rid of them after the fact.
Oh,
here's the quick way and way.
He's going for the spoon method, guys.
I've peeled probably 50.
Guys, he's going for the fucking spoon method.
But I've seen
God damn it.
Videos of street vendors in Asia that just go super fast, and this is the process they use. And when they get to this point, they turn over, take the wood spoon, and they hit it.
That's
right in line with each. Just rotate. Notice that if I had cut really deep, it would probably cut it all the way down here.
Okay. What part do you eat? Don't you eat the seeds? Yeah, the seeds are the only part you eat. The seeds are the only part of the pomegranate you eat, which is why if you buy pomegranate like this, you just get, it's just a thing full of seeds. So, hang on, he said, okay, I'm sorry, we got so sidetracked today. I hope you guys are with me on this one. Street vendor, pomegranate de-seeding. Because those street vendors are the crazy ones that go like 100 million miles an hour. See, but I'm not seeing any of those videos. If anybody can find and send me a video of someone on, like a street vendor, he's saying one's in Asia, like de-seeding a pomegranate, like the, here we go. This might be what we're looking for. This might be it. There we go. They're absolutely fucking schwacking that thing. Oh my god, the violence at which it happens. Oh, they're juicing them too. They're going for pomegranate juice. I see. Okay, so he does cap them. That's the way he does it. Okay. So we'll start with from a fresh pomegranate. So he grabs fresh pomegranate. Okay. Looks like he does do the cap. So he does slide all the way around the edge. Takes the cap of it off. And then, yeah, he does what the old man does those nice little scores along all the widest edges. Cracks it open nicely, and then he just fucking whacks it. This is the professional pomegranate way. I've got to wonder who figured out that this is the most effective way to de-seed a pomegranate. It was like, you know, what if we just hit it really hard? But even this guy can't do it in 10 seconds. But this is a pretty impressive de-seeding of a pomegranate. This is fruit abuse. It does feel a bit fruit abusey. And pro tip for all of you pomegranate seed enjoyers: fill this bowl with water and it'll separate the seeds from the membranes. Fun fact: the seeds sink and the membranes float. So if you fill it with water, you can just scoop all of the bad membranes and the gross seeds right off the top because they all float. So, anyways, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I feel like I've learned something about the world today. I feel like I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about the universe. I just got here. Fruit, hello, welcome in. We got distracted I'm eating pomegranate seeds today and was complaining about the necessities to de-seed a pomegranate. I don't know how we got quite that off of track, but you know, I just roll with it when it happens. I roll with the punches. I roll with the pomegranate spanks. You know? If somebody whacked me like that pomegranate, I don't think I'd be having a very good day. I'm gonna be real with you. Anyways, alright, back to the game. I was trying to go reset my controls because my keybinds got fucking undone, and man. My primary is this, and my secondary is this. I believe. Because then this should be, woo, perfect. Alright. So, we have some work we could do around this area. Hydrate? I can hydrate. I'll permit that. But, my question, dear chatters, today, back's aching, I'll stretch. Has anybody in here played D&D before? Do we have any actual, like like not like wanted to play D&D, but like actual active D&D players who have played it before or are currently playing in sessions or campaigns or anything. Ugh. I wish. I played once. I have. Yes. I have D&D tonight, actually. So do I. Okay. So here is my question. I think I play maybe. Hi, Tess. So for all of you DMD players, do you guys have any tips? Because I have what is my first session ever today. I created my first ever character last night, and I actually get to join in on a session tonight for the first time ever. Shout out to Tess. And I just want to know if other people have tips for like your first session, because like I'm excited, but I'm also like, I don't know, I'm like weirdly nervous about it. If you could say to a first-time sessioner, what would you say? What version are you playing? Is it homebrew in any way or straight by the book? I'm gonna be so real. I don't know. I followed what Tess said. I know part of it was said it was homebrewed, and anything else besides that, I'm not entirely sure. I've been following Tess. 5e, some homebrew, not in the Forgotten Realms. There you go. That is, I don't even know what like most of that means. I'm learning everything as I go. Like literally everything as I go. I don't know because I don't play. I just DM a group. So I'll ask for the DMs. Players, what's your advice? DMs, what is the best and or worst thing a player has done? I'm desperate to know. What are your best and worst like player stories? I don't play 5e much, but I have a few times. Homebrew are the best. Shout out to Stigma. Yeah, shout out to Stig. Shout out to Stigma and Pio and Tess and Tango and letting me join in all of it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm just gonna light up my house a tiny bit, because this way I can actually take down some of my fucking ugly ass torches, because I hate torches. Shout out to Stigma, who killed a woman with his ass. So true. I've been hearing all the stories about what's happened before I've managed to join, and man, the stories just get wild immediately. Just immediately are just so crazy out of pocket. Why does that sound like a Stigma thing? It just is. It just is. Man is great. But yeah, oh my god, guess what? It's officially 1 month until I see Lovejoy now. Oh my god, is it? Oh my god, I have to book my fucking tickets. Jesus Christ. I gotta book my fucking plane ticket. He killed her within an hour of starting. Yeah, Tess has been telling me some stories, and I'm not sure if I should be excited or desperately concerned. Hello, sorry I'm late. My dad had me watch The Fellowship of the Queers. So valid. Don't kill every NPC that moves. Don't collect every NPC that moves. You need balance or bad things happen. This is my best tip. My group always goes with one extreme or the other. You know, that sounds pretty accurate. That sounds like a good representation of what I've been told the game is like so far, is that people tend to go to extremes fairly quickly, and that always turns out badly for just everyone involved. I need to hang out down in this area more so that my garden will fucking grow. My players just have trained a dragon but accidentally bought a cow, and the cow can understand them and is bitchy. I love that. On my first game, I literally waterboarded someone. That is a fantastic way to start. I love that opening for you. That sounds like the perfect way to begin. I'm gonna go up here and remove this because this is ugly. And that is the only reason. That is the only reason I want that gone. There we go. Okay. I found a wig that looks my hair color and I wear it every day now. I was called a man, but a random guy today, and I was called a man by a random guy today, and it made me happy. That's so cool. I've had a lot of trouble recently with getting like mispronounced, which okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a really weird experience. I'm not really sure what to think of it as of right now, because I've been getting like misgendered, like just a shit ton recently, and I think it's legitimately just because I'm letting my hair grow out, like, and it sucks that like the only way I was presenting masculine enough was that I had a masculine haircut, and now that my hair is like touching my shoulders or past my shoulders and I'm like wearing it up, and like if you guys can see like I'm wearing it up like this today, where it's like just like up in like a fucking, I guess it's a ponytail. It's kind of just a fucking mess. Or like wearing this little piece out right here. I look like a fucking girl apparently. I don't know, man. It's just really fucking weird. I didn't get misgendered a lot in the past like year. And now just suddenly it's like everybody I'm running across in like strangers are just completely misgendering me. And I was like, oh, this is not what I was hoping for. This sucks. I accidentally revealed the DM's plot by accident in the first 15 minutes on my first game. She wasn't happy, but it was also hilarious and we still joke about it. That is fantastic. Good lord. How do you manage to do that by accident? I've been told that I collect too many creature NPCs. I remember my first session ever. I adopted a dog who wasn't actually a dog, but at the end of the campaign, one of the party shot my dog into space. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been told, yeah, no, that is a wild way to go. And Tessa said, if you have one thing you stick to, always kill things or always make peace, the DM will exploit it. Oh boy. Yeah, I like that. I think that's like one of the things about like D&D that like interests me the most is it's because it's humans v humans. Like, I guess it's not technically versus, but it's a game led and you know, directed by the other humans you're playing with. It's as if you could play with like AI, but you're actually playing with like a real fucking person. So it's a step above that because you're playing with someone who can learn your patterns. Like, computer programs can never quite hope to replicate what it really is like to just play when your opponent is a human and can learn your patterns and can learn what you're trying to do and learn how your character does things and exploit that back against you. Like, you will not get that experience with any type of fucking, like, non-human fucking leading. You're also playing with someone who will double enemy HP if you annoy them. Yeah, I as I've learned, there's also, like, different types of DMs. And there are ones that are just here to be like, if you piss me off, I'll make your life living hell. And then there are ones that are like, no, I want to make this to be a fair and equal game for everybody. And, like, those are two very different types of play styles. If you have one, oh, sorry, no, if you, do you have interview tips for a job? Be confident, admittedly. Like, be confident, don't be afraid to ask questions, like, don't be afraid to, you know, interviews are, as much as it's meant to seem like, oh, you know, that you're getting interviewed for this position, and if they like you, they'll take you, and if not, they're not. The fact is, an interview goes both ways. You're interviewing if this place is a good fit for you, and they're interviewing to see if you're a good fit for them. That's a good thing to keep in mind. I know base level jobs, like if you're like trying to work at fucking McDonald's or trying to work at fucking Domino's or like these like, you know, the jobs that are a little bit more low care for their employees. It's a lot of just, we need workers, I guess you'll do kind of shit. But if you're applying for like big boy jobs, you know, like the jobs that have like long-term placement and like have like office work or like that kind of stuff, it's always an interview in both directions. They're trying to see if you'd be a good fit for the office, and you're meant to be trying to see if this environment is one that you would like to work in. So it's really meant to go in both directions and be like a little bit of a balance. So like, don't be afraid to ask them, like, so like, why is this current position open? What are the requirements I have to fill on a daily basis? What is the expectations for like work, like what is the workplace expectations kind of stuff? Like, don't be afraid to really interact with them, because it shows that you're listening, you're interested, you're invested, that kind of stuff. Also, learn how to talk yourself up. Not in like a cocky way, but if you're just like, if someone's like, what are your strengths? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know. And then they ask like, what are your weaknesses? Like, I already know that I don't really want the job, but I really need money. Yes, but don't tell them that. You know? I know none of us want a job. Me neither. I'd love to quit my job if I could. But it's more of just, can I survive here? Terry69, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome home. Glad to have you here. But yeah, no, you're more likely to get hired if they feel like you're invested in the job. And so if you ask questions, be like, oh yeah, no, this seems like a really great environment to be in, you're already selling the idea that you're invested in being in the workplace, which I know is bullshit. And no one is actually invested, and no one gives a fuck. This place sucks, but Someone cast a spell on my character, and in my own IRL stuttering, I accidentally said something that was... Oh, wait, no, I gotta scroll up. That was true, but that I didn't know. I accidentally revealed who cast a memory wipe spell on my character. She was so shocked, but I had said it purely by accident. She decided to let it happen since I actually said it kind of in character in my own confusion. It was supposed to be a big plot reveal later on, and I just stuttered into it. Oh my god. The drama. If I was a DM, I'd be the best, but worst. I'd get very chaotic things done to them, but great lore for conversation at parties or social settings. Nice. Thank you, Zin. My interview's in an hour and a half. The nerves are getting to me. Okay, so this is like last minute kind of things. So my best advice for you in terms of last minute stuff is take a breath, please. Like, and I don't just mean like, okay, calm down. I mean like legitimately, like, go sit yourself down for a second and take a really slow, really deep breath and let yourself just, you know, like breathe in for 7 seconds, hold for 5, release for 3. You know, give yourself that time to just recenter yourself, because the more nervous you are, the more it's going to show, you know, it's going to show how anxious you are. And it's okay to be nervous. That's totally normal. It's, you know, that's part of it. But genuinely, like, no matter like what you go into it, the worst case scenario, like top of the line, worst case scenario, the end of the world kind of thing is just you don't get hired. And that is all. So that I know it's a shit scenario, but you're not, you know, it's a good thing to remind that anxiety and remind those fears that, like, okay, the best case and worst case scenarios are both really, really, oopsies, I died. Both of the best case and worst case scenarios are both really low stakes. You know what I mean? Like they're both really low stakes. It's not like this is like hinging on life or death. It's not hinging on, you know, this is like the end of the world. Yeah, don't mind me getting blown up. It's fine. It happens. God damn it. But it's just a good reminder to have. You know, like I know anxiety is like anxiety doesn't make sense. That's part of having anxiety. You know it's not logical, but you're gonna panic about it anyways, and that's just how the brain works, and that's totally fine. You know, the brain's gonna do what the brain's gonna do. But it's always just a nice reminder to have of like, you know, it's gonna be okay no matter what happens, and so just give it your best, and whatever happens, that's the end of it, and that's okay. And also at the end of the day, good luck. You're gonna do great. I'm sure of it. Don't mind me dying during all of that. It didn't even happen. Don't even mention it. It's so fine. So very, very fine. It's completely okay. It didn't even happen. It's fine. Ouch. Okay. Just gonna put that back in my hand. Okay. Gonna fix my fucking walls. God damn it. There we go. Nothing like me breaking my shit. The death made the speech better. Yeah, no. See, and there it is. Low stakes, roll with the punches. If a creeper blows up next to you and you die, you know, you just gotta shrug it off and it's fine. Didn't even fucking happen. Totally fine. 6.5k honey hearts, let's go. Okay. I'm gonna start needing some chat advice here. That's not D&D related, but it could be D&D related. If you guys still have D&D stories or D&D advice, I'm always here for it. The question is, right? We've been working on this. So the point of this Minecraft world was supposed to be I work on it and play on it every once in a while for the entire year of 2023 and see what we build. It's been 2 months. 2 months, chat. We have this tiny garden area. We have our chest room down there. We have a landing pad. And then we have this bedroom. And that's legitimately it. I don't know how we've managed to do absolutely jack shit for 2 months. Nothing has been, it's so, I don't have any ideas for this world and I don't know why. And this is why, like, because like this is like, almost equivalently playing on, do you know what speeds up building? What, actually building? Is it actually building that helps it? Because that's what I seem to be lacking. Like this game is essentially living on creative mode. Not iron tools. Listen, I love my iron tools. Don't downplay your efforts. Well, thank you. But it's just like, I don't have any ideas. So I guess my question is, does anybody have any fucking ideas? for what to build in this world, because as of right, like, this is why I don't play this is why I don't play just creative worlds. Like Emily does a lot of creative worlds, and she just gets ideas and just starts building. And like, I don't do that because I don't have any fucking ideas. And so I don't play on creative worlds. And this because I can fly and teleport, it's like almost like I'm playing creative. But I don't have any fucking concept of what to do. Like, I want to actually build my house, but I don't know how to like make walls look good or sit like you should see the shit that like Tess has built like on the SMP. It's so pretty. But it like I don't even like, I don't have designed walls. I don't have any, I just have a cave. I live in a fucking cave. And I've just recently put walls and some lights up. Tess and Emily are cracked at building. I know, and I'm incredibly mediocre. I am incredibly deeply mediocre in any level of comparison. It makes me deeply jealous. Me too. I guess I could just keep putting my walls up. Like, I don't know. It's like, I wish, I don't know. I wish that I knew what to build. Like, I wish I had ideas. So I need to rely on chat. Chat needs to tell me how to make this place look good. Because I don't know how to design interiors. Build the ghost bee? Okay, well, I can start working on statues and shit once I have a house. I wanted to get, like, a basis of a house going first. You know? Pillars and support are always a good thing for cave builds. Also, build a home for Barbecue. We totally should build a home for Barbecue. Barbecue does not really have a home right now. He lives right there. Hello, Barbecue. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. We need to clear out all of this goop. What if we do that today? We could really work on some goop cleanup situation. It could be goop cleanup day, you know? I think a goop cleanup day might be in order. Do the thing where I put logs in every corner with 2 blocks of leaves on top. It works every time. Listen, it does work every time. There is like one interior build I have ever done that actually like looked really nice. And like it was in a creative world, and I think creative really does help because like you can choose from any blocks, so it kind of opens up what you can do. Find fiction or IRL inspiration pictures and try to replicate them. That's probably a really good idea, actually. I like to do like borders around entrances and exits to emphasize them. I could do that because we have a bunch of like, because my character can fly. So like I do a lot of like landing pads. Like there's a bunch of different like landing pads throughout the world or throughout the house that I can like enter and exit the house from, which I think is a really cool idea. But like they're kind of just these, like this is the landing pad. And it's just, you know, like I make sure that I have like enough roofing that I can run under if it rains, and then enough headspace that I can launch myself up and get to, you know, there's another landing pad here that I can jump onto, and it's just more of this shit. Building with no meaning is slow and frustrating. See, and I have both views. Like, I like when my builds have, that's why I loved building on the Origins SMP when we were building on there, because like it felt like I had meaning. I was building and the building had lore and it had purpose, and I was like working towards something, and other people would visit the structure and it meant something. And I really valued that. And I desperately miss it. I desperately miss having that. And I admittedly, I haven't joined in on the new SMP almost at all, just because like, I don't know if it's because I feel like really behind, or like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I haven't really joined into the new one really. I was gonna do it today. I was gonna join the Origins SMP today and build on there, but I really wanted to push myself to build on this world. I want to keep building on it for the whole year. My biggest tip for a single player world is literally give your world lore. We could do that. Another tip for coming up with things, don't half-ass anything. If you're gonna build something, build it big and pretty. If you're gonna build a wall, make it detailed. Use fun blocks or things hard to get, aka pillars and decor. Find more things to do in the little things. Very often you can break a simple project up into more things. Okay. See, and single player worlds like this, I'm really used to like building like a quick little hut to live in and then working on a larger project because it's survival. But I don't have to do that in this world because it doesn't really matter. Because then your builds will have meaning. They'll be following the lore that you've made. Okay. All right, chat. So now here poses our new question. What is the lore here? Also, remember, who cares about the back of big builds when the front is what matters? Valid pointing. Okay. What is the best thing to clear out the goop? Is it pickaxes? Is it axes? Is it shovels, maybe? Is it shovels that the goop likes? Does it matter? Is it the same? It seems like it's the same with everything. We should have a pomegranate room. I like this idea. I like where this is going. This is how I make Sims builds. So true. Dragon Empire? I think that might be the goal. Because, I mean, we are a dragon ourselves. So I'm a lost draconian, is my character. So I guess the question is, how do we end up here? You know, I'm a lost draconian, but I've settled in this, like, this valley here. This is like a big crescent ring of mountains, and this is a valley down here in the middle. So I love this, like, big crescent ring of mountains. But the question is, how did we end up here? Cave overlooking a civilization? Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, that is a cool idea. Like one big cave, like overlooking like almost like a whole village. I was almost thinking like ancient dragon who's lived here for centuries kind of thing, and like building up this little like universe that I've built for myself that is like completely shut out from the rest of the world, which is why we're like surrounded on three sides by mountains that like people are not supposed to find your way in here. Like this is like its own little like lost magical paradise realm that like the other side would be like blocked by fog or some shit if people were gonna try to get in. Like this has been my homeland for longer than I can remember, and I haven't stepped outside of it in years, kind of thing. You're adventuring one day and knocked out and you woke up in a new area with no one around. Ooh. You were flying through the sky and there was a storm and got separated from the rest of the dragons, so you decided to make your own empire. Oh my god, yeah. Okay. I like that concept. Oh my god, what if? Oh my god. Eating Cats, that's really a name, isn't it? Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome home, mate. What if? I have a bad habit. I like to eat hot tamales, eat pancakes, and then go to the park and scream, "Where are my kids?" Mate, I don't know who it's clocked you in to remind you that it's not 2012 and the LOL XD random humor had not been funny in years. Okay, concept. And I think I've locked myself into an idea here. What if I'm the last of my kind, right? But you know how my character is super tiny? What if we weren't meant to be tiny? And what if this isn't a ring of mountains? What if this is a head, and this is a spine, and this is the last remain of the last living dragon before me? And I'm the runt, the only one left, and I've made my home here in the nest of the final dragon. This is like the nest that the dragon died in. This right here is a skull. Oh my god. Hang on, I have such an idea. Eating Cats, last warning. Get fucking banned if you cannot get your shit together. Well, never mind. My mods don't even want to give you a warning. Bye. I didn't read the message. I just saw that it was annoying. Make a giant dragon skeleton poking out of the ground. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Miller Ball, thanks for the follow, mate. Welcome home. What did that message even say? Alright, well, anyways. The reason you live was that you were able to hide from the extinction. Yes. Oh my god, like we were hunted. Oh, like we were hunted. We could have like a giant weapon sticking out of the dragon. Like, so this would be like, this is the head, and then this would be the spine and like the tail here. And we could have like a giant weapon sticking out up here. Like, oh my god, like we were hunted off and I only survived because this dragon was shielding me. I'm like the last living one. I was being shielded by, this is such a cool idea. Oh my god, Tess, you're brilliant. Thank you for the lore idea. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is such a cool concept. Tess telling me to make lore up is just the thing that has saved this world. Suddenly we have life again. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It would be so cool. This is gonna be fantastic. The only question is gonna be, number one, do I have the skills to pull it off? And number two, do I have the skills to pull it off? Number 2 is more, am I going to be able to stay consistent? That's how you make single player worlds last. It's literally a common tip, I guess. The only person I know who has giant single player worlds that last for years like that is Filza, and those are all hardcore worlds. But I guess that's the same idea, right? Get the skills, that's how this works. That's so true. Who cares? It's for fun. Who gives a fuck? True. The reason I want to do this is because I want to get better. Hey, what was my New Year's resolution this year, motherfuckers? My New Year's resolution was be bad at shit. If that means be bad at building a giant dragon skeleton, then motherfuckers, I'm gonna be bad at building a fucking dragon skeleton, and I'm gonna be so bad at it. And that's the goal. The goal is just be shit. It's like how authors give characters trauma. Well, that one's debatable. Admittedly, giving your characters trauma to make them more interesting is really only a good tip if you're like in middle school. Any age past that, when you're trying to make a character more interesting, if you're still turning to, well, let's just give them trauma, I've got bad news for you, buddy, and it's that you're really not on the right mark here. There are so many other ways to really make a character interesting. Me and Ollie had this conversation that she doesn't really give her characters trauma like that anymore because it's more interesting to have characters just be people. I stand by what I said when I say that I love seeing you stim. It makes me super happy seeing you super happy like that. Aw, I'm really glad, mate. Yeah, I never try to hide my stims like anymore, like especially on stream, but really just in life. Like I really don't worry about hiding them anymore. Cause like, I don't know, there shouldn't be any shame and stuff like that. It's expressing an emotion. If other people are allowed to like laugh and smile and, you know, show expressions and emotions their way, I'm gonna show it my way. Zandy? Yes? What's up, mate? What's up? If you'd like to pay homage to your roots, the dragons could have been hunted by the blood god. You're telling me I could build Technoblade's sword. I could build Technoblade's sword in the dragon. And you cannot convince me that I could not build like a little crown resting here. Oh my god. Like a giant discarded crown. Hang on. Hold on. Oh my god, oh my god. Help. What if it wasn't, why did you take the crown off? What if it wasn't meant to be? You know, like Technoblade, especially in like a lot of his servers, had a really shitty habit, not a habit of his, but a habit that happened to him of being used because he was the strongest player in every server. Not because, you know, he was, you know, it had really good lore, just because he's legitimately the strongest player on the server. And so people would constantly go to him for like wars and shit, and they would hire him out for wars and hire him to kill people and hire him to save people and protect people and all that shit. What if this was like something he had been forced to do? Like what if he wasn't a dragon hunter because he wanted to be? Like, so like this was his final kill, and then like he left the sword here because he swore that like he'd never kill again, or would never kill a dragon again, kind of thing. Like this is something he had to do, like he had to finish this job, but like this was the final dragon and he swore he would never kill again or whatever. What if he saw me? What if he saw me? What if he killed this final dragon and then saw me, the baby, like looking up at him, like in like horror, and like realized what had happened, and like decided to spare me by choice and left that weapon there and swore to never kill a dragon again? What if that's the story? Oh my god, wait, this is legitimately the best thing. What if he had found me and like realized what he had done, and that I was the last of my race and couldn't bring himself to kill me? Because some dragons have wings, the sword could be like pinning the wing down. It's so good. She, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome home, mate. Honor to have you here with us. Oh my god, there are so many options for what we could do. I'm immediately having a good time. The voices are a fan of you? Yes. Like he saw me and the voices just were quiet. Like they didn't say to kill and they didn't demand blood. They just were quiet. Oh my god. What if the voices said protect and he didn't know what to do with that and so he left? Oh my god. This is such a cool idea. I love this. Oh my god. Hello, Barbecue. Good to have you, my man. What is this area again? I don't exactly know what this is. Oh yeah, this is just the crevice. There's just crevices all over this goddamn house. Okay. So we're gonna open up this area because this seems to be where Barbecue lives. And then I don't exactly remember what all is down here. It's just stuff. Oh yeah, we have this big circle room. What do we turn a big circle room into? All right, chat, gonna use your brain. We have a large circular room in here. What in the world could we possibly want to put in a big circular room? We can obviously make it taller as well, but also, what flooring do we want for Barbecue's bedroom? Like, what do we keep Barbecue in? I'm gonna need a fucking chest for just the slime. Where have I been? I've been keeping it in here. I'm gonna need a fucking chest for the goop. Dragon lair? The hoard, the treasure hoard. Oh my god, yeah, we could do the treasure hoard. That's a fantastic idea. Okay. We'll do a treasure hoard for Barbecue down there. Circle room sounds like nest time. Oh my god, it's a nest hoard. This is a fantastic idea. I'm in. Okay. Circle nest. I'm absolutely sold. Oh my god, me just having the crown down here already just because crown. Okay. So, what do we do for flooring for Barbecue? I have to figure out what the fuck to do for that. Do I have another? Yeah, I do. Okay. Golden emerald blocks. Oh god. With a redstone block or two for coloring or rubies? Yes. The treasure hoard could include the crown? It could. Okay. I have to decide how to fucking design his goddamn... Okay, this is where it gets hard. Ooh, okay. I'm definitely gonna use cherry planks for his room. We could do some... I don't want to do red and green. I think the cherry planks with like the cherry logs could be good. But I want something stone as well, maybe? Or just like a different, like... I don't know what materials there are. Hang on. Materials. Why do I have fire? Oh yeah, I have fire resistance because of my hat. The question is, what do I make his room out of? Gotta go, Zandy. Good luck and have fun. Yes, good luck to you, Crumsh. You'll do fantastic. If you do stone and cherry planks, it'll look all bloody. Super true. We could do like stone bricks. I don't really make stone bricks very often. I don't think I've ever made stone bricks in a survival world before. Like, legitimately. Let's throw some... Oh god, I need more fucking furnaces. Let's make another furnace. Why don't we see if we can make stone bricks? How hard is it to make stone bricks? Do we have a stone cutter? I don't even think we have a stone cutter yet. Hang on. Stone bricks. Okay, it's just 4 stone to make 4 stone bricks, so that's not hard at all. Stone cutter is 3 stone and then iron. We can do that. Let's make one of those. Iron. Or stone cutter. Okay. Does this make stone bricks easier? I'm not sure. It's not hard. Use a stone cutter and it's 1 for 1. Well, I mean, it's 1 for 1 here as well. Because it's, by technicality, it's 1 for 1. Frying pan. Why would I want a frying pan? Iron knife? Cooking pot? I forgot that we have, like, all the mods. So, like, we have, like, hundreds of things that we don't normally have. Like, just excessive amounts of stuff. Oh my god. There's so many biomes I need to find a way to, like, actually find. Like, because I want this. Is this is mangrove? I need to find mangrove, because these are really pretty. Hit someone in the head with a frying... Cook screams. Tess, please. Okay. So if we do this. Stone bricks. Like this. 4 stone equals 1 stone brick is not 1 for 1. No, 4 stone was equal to 4 stone brick in the crafting chest. Right? I'm fairly certain it was. Okay, fantastic. This is a great start. Hang on, wait up here. Oh, was it? Was it? I thought it was. Oh, no, hang on. I am always going in the wrong directions. Stone. Stone brick. Yeah, it gives you 4, so it is 1 for 1. That's some Rapunzel type shit. It is some Rapunzel type shit for sure. I'm actually really excited about this. Okay, so one of the real questions is gonna end up being, what do we build the bones out of? What the fuck are we gonna build the bones out of? We're gonna have to try a couple things. Because we could actually try to do bone. Yeah, bone blocks. But how are we gonna get that much of it? Oh, from the nether. I forget we could get bone blocks from the nether. We could just absolutely farm skeletons and hope to get enough for bone blocks. But we're gonna need like hundreds. What do you mean? You don't want to collect 8 bajillion bone blocks from a soul sand valley? I really don't. Bone blocks, calcite, quartz, white wool. Well, we have these. So like I could use like tavertine. I don't know what that is, but tavertine looks cool. I could use white smooth sandstone. I could use mangrove wood, admittedly, because some of that looks kind of cool, but maybe not. God, I don't even know. White mushroom stem is in here. I'm just looking for like bone block colors. I don't even know. What is this? White balloon mushroom? That actually looks kind of cool. God, there's just so much stuff. God, there's so much stuff. Yeah, I mean, calcite is admittedly not far off either. Smooth quartz. We can make it work. I think we'll definitely have to do a mix of things. And we're gonna have to get like vines and shit. And moss. Bloody bones mangrove. No. Mangrove is a totally different color here. But we could do bloody bones. Oh my god, we could. Just using bone is gross. It's too textured. Gotta mix it up. Yeah, for sure. We could make this work. Yeah, the bone or the mangrove in this thing is white. It's white wood. My screen is pixely. I can't see well. No, it's okay. I know it's like that. Okay. Grab some of this. Grab some of this. One of the only things that makes me sad about this build so far that this is totally gonna fix is that like all of the work I'm doing in here, like I love being able to see my work. And like I know like building this house, like I'm really like I've been doing a lot of work in it, but I click into my map and everything's almost identical as the day that I joined. Like I have this little area that I've built out that's a little bit farther out. I have these trees that I've added in, and then you can see a little bit of like the stuff that I've built in terms of like my platforms. And that's it. And there's some lighting right there. And that's it. Everything is identical to the day I showed up here. Like it's all just the same. So like I love being able to see progress on a map, which is why I like building outside on like worlds where I can see maps like this. So it's been sad that I can't see any of the progress. Must go. Have a good rest of day and good luck with the D&D. Thank you, local. Thank you very much. I will take that luck and I will use it. Oh, I forgot to turn these into stone bricks. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Hang on. Oh god, I'm getting lost in my own goddamn house. Okay. Stone bricks. Yeah. Alright. Let's go throw the rest of these down on the floor. Is the first day of the rest of your life. Wolfpack Roxy, hello. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome home. Honor to have you here with us today. How you doing? I love the vibes today. I've in honor of, you know, doing things badly, I've been working on my fanfic again, which I think I'm ready to post that intro that I already read to you guys live on stream onto AO3, but I need to like learn how to actually post onto AO3, as in like I need to learn how to like to set up all the tags and to like title it. And I'm stuck between two titles, and I can't decide if I want to do like a kind of corny, like basic type of title that's like, you know, it would be like it would be what do you call it? The title would be I don't deserve you, you deserve the world. So it's Lovejoy lyrics. You know, it's everybody on AO3 seems to use lyrics for their goddamn thing. So like I feel like we could do that, which is, you know, it's nice and cute. It gives you a good idea of what exactly the vibes are of the story. Or, and this is, I don't know which direction I want to go with it. The other concept I have in my head is the second worst thing to ever happen to those orphans. And or I could specifically call it the best thing that ever happened to those orphans. Just as like a joke off of it. And that's just such a funny idea in my head, because it is SBI, and I haven't decided if I want to just be a goof about it or not. I don't know if I should take my title seriously or not, or if I just want to give in completely to just complete chaos. Hello, I've been sick the past few days. How have you been? Well, I haven't been sick, so evidently I've been better. But I'm sorry you're doing sick. I've been okay. I've been very tired, but other than that, I'm living the goddamn dream now, aren't I? I'm out here just living the dream. I need to make these ceilings taller. My dragon lives in this room. I like both title options. Depends on the fic. It's mostly serious or not. It's definitely mostly well, I don't know. I don't know if it's mostly serious. I think it has both. I think it has serious moments, at least from what I've been planning out, but it also, like, it's got lighthearted moments, and it's kind of funny. And it's based off of a tweet, so, like, there's a lot of, like, lightheartedness to it. So I'm not entirely sure which vibe I'm trying to go for here. I might name it, I don't deserve you, you deserve the world. And then for the description, just put, like, the best thing to ever happen, or the second worst thing to ever happen to those orphans. So, like, I might, like, mix it up and just use that as, the description, if that makes sense. I think that might be the best, like, in-between way to do it. Boop. Okay. Sorry, Barbecue. I know your room's under construction at the moment, my dude, so you're just gonna have to chill. That one was really good. I like that idea. Do you have Origins installed? You look short in the game. Yeah, this is an Origins world. I can also teleport. You're also just calling me short. How rude. I'm kidding. But, no. It's, yeah, I am a Lost Draconian Origin. So yeah, I'm on an Origins pack. But yeah, I am short. I can teleport and fly. So there's a lot going on in the world. But this is my favorite pack to, like, play on. Okay. So now I actually have to decide what the shape of this room is going to be, because I've just been kind of building a fucking hallway, admittedly. I think I'm going to push this wall back to at least there. Can I do that, or is that going to get in the way of this? No, I don't think so. I'm going to push that wall back to line up with this wall, and then push this back as well, so it's kind of like a big square room. I'm head of 2 projects tomorrow and the day after for set design and backstage for a drama thing for school, and I'm slightly panicking, but I'm also really excited, and yeah, anyways, I just need to share because I don't have anyone to tell, and I'm very excited. That's so cool, Sursa. That sounds like a super fun time. The answer is always circle. See, and normally I do make, like, semicircular rooms, but I can't put it out that far because there's... Well, maybe I can. Maybe I'll ovicular the room a little bit. Maybe we'll oval it out a little bit. Maybe we'll get a little ovally in here. I think that might be a good idea. Admittedly, I don't want to be too angular. I don't want a rectangle room now. Nobody likes rectangles, but I can only go so far out in both directions, so it's gonna have to be a little ovally. Also, I'm gonna absolutely chew through my iron tools doing this, and I know I have a diamond pickaxe, but I'm saving it. I don't know what for, but I'm saving it. Just be happy I'm using iron, okay? I desperately would like to be using stone right now, but it's fine. Oh god. But yeah, no, writing has been such a weird process for me recently, because, like, I'm actually, like, going back and editing my chapter before posting it, and it's so weird because I'm not used to like writing something and then like editing it once and then posting it. There are only two ways I have ever done like editing or like writing for like, you know, sharing with people. And the only two options for those have always been write it and post it immediately without ever looking at it a second time, or write it and then edit it for the rest of your life and never actually post it at all. Those are like the only options I have ever had. So like the concept of me like writing this and then editing it once and being like, all right, yep, no, that seems good enough, and then just posting it to the public. And that's a very new idea to me. We'll see how exactly that ends up going. It's I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like it's both like it feels like I'm trying too hard for it to just be a fanfic. And like it needs to be something more than that, and it also feels like I'm not trying hard enough because I'm only kind of like glancing over it once and like kind of like touching it up, and then I'm just gonna release it. Like I somehow feel like I'm both doing too much and not doing nearly enough. So this has been the weird process. What fandom's the fic based on? I guess it's technically Dream SMP based, I suppose, because it is Sleepy Boys Incorporated. But it's based off of the characters and literally nothing else. Which is why I struggle to call it Dream SMP fic, because it's really not. It's just it's Wilbur, Tommy, Techno, and Filza. So technically it could be Origins based or Dream SMP based or just, you know, whatever combination of Sleepy Boys you want. But it's an entirely like alternate universe that has no correlation to the events or other characters of the Dream SMP. I just really like these characters. No hate on Dream SMP fics. I just don't want to say like this is a Dream SMP fic and people read it and they're like, no, it's not. I'm like, well, not really. I'm literally holding back 24/7 on telling people about the stuff I'm writing. See, and I'm never like super, like I'm kind of both. Like I want to tell people and I want to share and I want to show, and at the same time it never feels good enough. Like I've told both you and Tess that I was gonna send it to you guys, and I haven't, because I feel like it's not ready to show anybody, despite the fact that you guys are just my friends and I could just send it to you and get like, you know, a little base reading on what do you think, and I still haven't sent it to you because I don't know, it's not good enough, it's not ready. I don't know. Hey Xander, I love you. Hey Alex, welcome in, mate. Love you as well. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you in. Oh god, okay. I'm trying to oviculize this room. The fucking job. I don't wanna be like you, I wanna sing my songs. Keep them going all night long. I got to tell Grandfather B about the subathon. He was very, very happy that it went well. Okay, listen. Grandfather B is the only person that I talk to about the stuff I'm interested in, because he's exactly like me. Like, we are the exact same type of person. All of our interests, like, are the same. We react to things the same. I think we have all of the same mental disorders. We really do be, like, just twins of each other. Just 2 generations apart. It's hilarious. But I was talking to him just about like the subathon and about like the streams recently, because he likes to keep up and like hear about how it's going and all that. So I told him about skin theory. I told him about the SpongeBob skin theory, and he was just like, what the fuck is this? This is such a cool idea. Some people just have too much time on their hands. And I was like, I know, but isn't it awesome? Like, I don't know what to tell you about that one. It was really just a wild experience. And my grandma was looking at us like we were both just absolutely fucking insane. And he's like asking questions of like, oh, like what seasons are it? And like, did anybody ever ask the writer? And like, yeah, I told him that the writer had died and that we'll never know. And he's like, that's a damn shame. Like, there's gotta be like something there that they're like hiding from us if people just looked deeper. But like, who's gonna spend the time to do that? And I was like, I know. But like, oh my God, it was so funny. The concept of telling my grandfather about the SpongeBob SquarePants skin theory is just really not something I ever expected to do. That's just not where I expected my life to lead me, but that's okay. I suppose, you know, life is just gonna take you where it takes you. And I made a mention to him about Ad Astra at the end of our like thing when I was like leaving. I was like heading out, and I made a mention of like, you remind me a little bit about this character from Ad Astra. And he's like, oh, what's that? And I was like, I can't start. If you ask right now, I will go on a tangent that will last me hours, and I have to go, I have to stream, save this for the next time. He's like, all right, I'm gonna remember that. And I was like, I know. So now I'm fully expecting that the next time I go over to him, I'm gonna have to explain what Ad Astra is. I've just accepted my fate. I mean, I love it, I do. And he's so crazy supportive of all of this stuff. So I'm very lucky to have him, because you know my parents could not give a single fucking shit. Oh, I totally missed one. Lioncraft, thank you so much for the follow and welcome home, mate. I don't know how I missed that notification. I just straight up didn't hear it. God, my voice has been such a bitch recently. I think it's because, in full admittance, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. In full admittance, I stopped taking my testosterone for a while. I had like completely stopped taking testosterone for like a month, because I couldn't afford to pick it up. And even once I did pick it up, it was so frustrating because for some reason, one of my types of needles that I use to inject just doesn't exist right now. It's in like major back order and people can't get them. So she gave me as many as they had. She's like, these are like the last 3 in the store. That'll last you for 3 weeks. After that, just give us a call and see if we have any more. And I was like, oh, okay, that's news. So that's been an adventure. I've got to go because I'm waking up in like 4 hours, but have a nice stream. No worries. Have a great night's sleep, mate. And good luck tomorrow. I hope you have a good day. All right, what did I need? Oh yeah, I need more fucking pickaxe. We'll grab. Where's the rest of my iron? Oh god, I'm running low on iron. Why is there stone in here? Get out of there. Do I have stick? I do have stick. Stick. Okay. Boop. Boop. I'm gonna eat through all of my iron for fucking pickaxes. Wah. Okay. I'm ready for this. I actually think for the edges of it, I'm gonna use this because I think this will just look good for the dragon lair. I think I'm gonna lay that around like the edges of his room. Like this room, I think all those edges I'm gonna do it like laying down. If you know what I mean. I think that'll just look really nice. Because then we're gonna, oh, he's just going to bed. I'm also gonna have to move him over so I can get to the rest of the room in a minute because I need him to be on like floor that I don't need to rip up. Uh-oh. Oh god, okay. So if we keep pushing this way, we're gonna have to like build up walls. What are we gonna do to the walls? Are we gonna do the same wall color like the black wood all the way around? Lizard, hey P.O. Yeah, this is barbecue beans. I see Lizard. Yeah, it's barbecue beans. It's my baby. My baby barbecue beans. Okay. I think this might be as far out as I go on this wall, and I might change it a little bit in the other one. Baby Lizard. I don't know if he counts as a baby. I miss him. I do love my baby. Pew, we discovered on what we decided on what the lore for my little single player world here is gonna be. We officially have single player world lore. I'm very excited about this in the dorkiest way. Oh, yeah, I am the final runt of the race of dragons that once existed. I'm the final one that's left, and this mountain range that I live in, this like circular mountain range, isn't a mountain range. This is a head, and this is a spine and a tail, and this is the final dragon's nest where it died. This is the final dragon that had been killed, curled up around me, where I woke up right here. This was the final dragon, and we're gonna do a giant weapon out of the side of the dragon, because it was the last one to have been hunted and killed. Oh, I guess there's a skeleton in here. And we've decided that giant weapon is going to be the blood gods, and that the blood god, in which we all know who the blood god is, he had been like tasked with ending the race of the dragons. It is the Bone Zone. Oh my god. And the race of dragons had like ended up being like killed off, and he had killed the final dragon, which was this one, and then saw me, and like saw me and decided not to kill me and like left his sword in the dragon and swore to never kill dragons again. So I'm really excited. This is such a wild concept. Blood God, yes. This is such a wild idea, and I'm so excited for it. We're gonna go like this, actually, I've decided. But yeah, I'm very excited. I love coming up with lore for stuff. I will say, I don't know, chat, if you guys experience the same problem as I do. But just maybe somebody here will jive with me. I know Emily will not. If Emily is here, I know she will not share my opinion on this. I have so much trouble coming up with new characters or new lore that is not interconnected with something else I have previously made. As somebody who does art and does writing, I do not come up with new OCs like almost ever. They are always either like interconnected to something I've already made, or like they're like born out of like a specific reason. Like last night I created my very first new OC in a very long time. And it's my D&D character. And it is the first time I've had to make a new character in a really long time. And it was really difficult to like decide like, who the fuck is this person and how do I make them look and what are they like and why does anybody give a shit, you know? Like to come up with those ideas, because I don't know. Like, how do I just pluck a new person like out of nothing? Like it seems like Emily just always has a new OC. Like she's always just like, she'll draw somebody and suddenly that somebody isn't just a piece of art that she drew. It's like a fully formed character who like has background and a name and like a fucking metaphors for shit and like color theory, and like it's just amazing how quick her brain works when it comes to like this style of like character design. It's like it's I don't know, man, it's fucking magic. It is just absolutely wild how quickly things come to life in her head. And I'm just over here like, I don't fucking know, man. Magic Plant Bird, yeah. Oh my god, I never chat. Did I even tell you who my D&D character is? What I ended up making? I don't think I even shared with chat what I ended up making. I decided I didn't want to do anything normal. I was looking at like the races of like, you know, my options. You know, I was like looking through like, you know, elves and half elves, and there's like orcs, and there's like fucking, I don't even know, all these different little things. And I was looking at them like tieflings, and like tiefling is always what interested me, and I was like, I could do any of those. I was like, but what if, right? What if I was just a centaur, just for fun? And Tess actually was like, yeah, we could do a centaur. Sure, why not? Like, just agreed. And I was like, oh my god, really? So we're going with the fact that I have a centaur character. And then I was like, what if I take it a step further? What if I'm a centaur, but instead of a horse, I'm a griffin? What if I was half human, half griffin? And Tess, in her amazing abundance, was just like, yeah, no, we can do that. And I was fucking blown away. I know Tess, I just saw Tess in chat go, I'm not lame. I never expected you to be. I just didn't expect to get away with the tomfoolery that was, can I be a griffin, but a centaur? Like, that is some fucking absolute tomfoolery. And I can't believe you agreed, and I'm so excited that you did. Because now I have this little dude that I've made. His name is Feokin. And I'm very excited for him. He's such a weird little dude. Also, he really fucking likes bread, man. It's in his lore. I added it to his character sheet. Xander, this is a campaign with Pio, Stigma, and Tango. Yeah, that is... okay. Yours is the most normal. That is admittedly true. But I'm always afraid of, like, taking something too far. Like, taking a joke too far. Oh god, we did not have enough stone to be cooking right now. Like, I don't know, I'm always afraid to be that person that like takes the tomfoolery to like too far of a level, and then people aren't laughing anymore. The name of the game of D&D is simply tomfoolery. It really is. I don't know what, like, I'm really glad that I'm playing with Tess and Stigma and Pio and Tango and like people who I know are bound to go off of the walls, because it sets me a little bit of a safer boundary of, you know, there's a certain level of absolute bullshit that I'm allowed to get away with, that I know, like, if I act out, that it'll be looked at as funny and, you know, like I'm having a good time and not like I'm doing something wrong. And I don't know, I always have this like concept. I'm so used to people always laughing and joking around, and for some reason I'm never sure when the line is supposed to stop. Like, I feel like I'm always the last to know when I've taken a joke too far. Like, and I just don't know what the fuck to do about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it just feels like everybody else will be like, whoa, like, we were all joking, and suddenly you took, and like, everybody starts to like look at me like I took things too far, or that I said the wrong thing, or I made the joke weird. Like, even though I feel like I'm just playing along with everyone else. So I struggle with that just a shit ton. So the fact that I know I'm with a bunch of people who I know the bullshit tolerance is incredibly high for, like, it makes me feel a little bit safer. Like that, like, I know that at the very least, like, I'm not gonna get, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be the person who takes something too far, hopefully. I think that's gonna have to be how it works. I think it's gonna go, like, here and here. Like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be the one who always takes something like too fucking far. And I know to a certain degree that that's probably an autism thing. I'm willing to guess, you know, social boundaries and all that stupid shit. That bullshit threshold is extremely high. The first and only time I played, I wanted to be a Khajiit from Skyrim, and the DM was flat out no. And I tried to be some other sort of cat, and it took so much effort just to get the character I wanted. It was not very fun. Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like fun at all. But also, like, I went into it with no expectations. I went into it fully with the expectation that Tess was gonna say, no, you cannot be a Griffin Centaur, and that's insane. So, like, the fact that I got to was what made me like, oh, really? Like, yeah, okay, let's go with it. Like, I was fucking absolutely sold. So I don't know, I'm just glad that, like, I get to do this. It sounds like a fucking good time. Some DMs are lame. It seems like it. I'm gonna make fun of you for it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah. I don't know. I struggle to know, because I've seen TikToks talking about this, and I struggle to know if what I'm running into is really like, oh yeah, no, this is autism, and you're not reading the social cues, and everyone else is joking appropriately, and you're joking wrong, and, you know, everyone else was joking a certain way, and you took it too far. Or, like, if this is another one of those goddamn cases of, like, I don't know, everyone else is allowed to joke, and for some reason I'm not. That, like, it's just, like, shitty friends. Not my current friends, obviously, but, like, looking back at life. So it's, like, I don't know. It make me think. It do make me think. I don't know. But I'm very excited. I feel like we've actually made some progress here today. Hello? I'm actually, like, building a room. And now that I actually had, like, a task and a concept and idea, like, oh my god, having barbecue beans is me trying to restart the fucking dragons. I'm trying to, like, raise the next generation of dragons, except this is very clearly not a dragon, and I was just like, you know, this is close enough, but I've got to protect him. He's all I have. Oh my god, I can actually collect dragons in this world too, can't I? I gotta make that area down there a den, and I've gotta make, like, an entrance to it too. I know I can make an entrance out that way. That way I can, like, genuinely collect dragons here. I think I'm gonna make each of these a double movement. I think I need to make these double. Like, I'm gonna do, like, this. Just because that way there's, like, a block in between. So there's always, like, it's always 1-to-1. Oh god, I'm gonna have to completely, like, consume this wall. Oh, hey, look, iron. Well, that'll make up for this pickaxe. But yeah, I'm very excited that I actually get to play D&D for the first time, and my DM isn't lame. I've got a super cool DM, and it's someone I know, so I can, like, message her and be like, hey, help. Xander was too young to remember what a proper dragon looks like, so that's why it's trying to raise barbecue like it's a dragon too? Yes, absolutely. Despite the fact that I myself am a dragon, although I'm a lost draconian. If we look at my origin, first off, you was once a strong warrior for the Draconia race that lived in the end. However, during a war in the overworld, you were killed. Many years later, you awaken to find you're dead yet still alive in the form of a lost. This is me. This is me. I forgot I'm lost draconian as in like I'm dead. This is my remains. I'm not living in my ancestors, I'm living in me. Oh my god, I was the last dragon. Oh my god, I was the last dragon. Yo, lore change. Lore adjustment. That's my body. That's not my grandpapa. That's me. Those are my bones. Those are my bones in the mountain. Oh my god. Oh my god, and I don't know it first. Oh my god, cause literally the reason I chose to live here is because when I spawned into this world, this right here, this block area right here is where I spawned. I spawned in, I looked over, saw the ocean, and looked behind me and saw this giant mountain range. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just live here. I woke up with like amnesia. And I didn't realize that this giant fucking skeleton curled around me wasn't an ancestor of me. It's fucking me. What? That's so fucking cool. Oh my god. This is such a fucking good idea. You guys are fucking brilliant. This is such a good idea. Also, I thought I was just about to die. I leaned too far back in my chair. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Question, chatters. So if I'm gonna do the head here, okay, head is gonna be here. This is the spine. Do I do the tail curled in here like this? Or do I follow the earth and have the tail curl out this way along this path? Like the very final tiny tailbones are out here. And do I put the wing as this? Because it looks like the earth has built this already. Look, this is a head, spine, tail, and this is like a wing up here. Do I go that far with it? It took your soul centuries to put itself back together, so your bones have been covered by dirt. Oh my god. That is exactly what it took centuries for my soul to piece itself back together. This is fucking wild. Oh, I didn't know the head was on the other end. I saw the dragon facing the other direction. We decided the head was this. This was the head in my head. In my brain, this was the head. I like it out on that bit. Do we like the tail over here? Like this being the tail? Because we could have the tail go out onto this like little rocky bit. Up to you guys. There's so many options. Oh god. I think if it was killed, follow the earth. To curl the tail would be like you curled up and died. That if you fell over, yeah, okay. I see something and I want to draw it. Go for it. I'm with you. I'm following you. Oh my god, I love dragons. I love dragons so much, chat. I hope all of you know just how deeply I fucking love dragons. Okay, I need this iron. And then I have to fix this goddamn wall, but it's fine. Gnome. Do I have any? I do. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, we're gonna just throw a torch here so I can fucking see. 1, 2. I'm gonna post it in mini fridge. Okay, let me know when it's posted. Why did it just suddenly get like red? I don't know, man. Dragons are amazing. Yeah, I've had a fascination with dragons literally my entire life. Eragon was my favorite book series growing up for a goddamn reason, because that book series meant legitimately so much to me. I wanted to be Eragon so fucking badly. And like I think it's the second or third book where there's a a piece where Aragon is living in like the elvish land for a little while. He's like living with the elves, and it's right after he had like a really serious injury. And it's an injury that continues to plague him for the rest of the books. Where he has this giant scar on his back, and he's like recovering in the elves world. And he like, after like, you know, being unconscious and recovering for like a really long period of time from like the damage that the shades had done to him, he like gets up and like looks in a mirror. And I think genuinely reading it was when my dysphoria began. And I feel like I can pinpoint that moment. Like, I was, the character like looks into the mirror and is describing how his body has changed since becoming a dragon rider. And like, we didn't really get like super hyper detailed explanations of what Aragon looked like before. He was just, you know, a regular teenage boy. But it talks about how like he's gotten taller and leaner and thinner, and like thinner as in like stronger. Like he's not like bulky in muscle, but he's lean like the elves are, kind of thing. And he's like, his body is almost like formed like it's been changed by magic, and he's built to fit into this new world that he's found himself in. And like his hair has gotten longer, and his hands are covered in what do you call them? Not blisters, calluses. His hands are covered in calluses, and he was covered in bruises and scars from like training and fights. And like there was so much like seeing him look in the mirror and see himself like that, I think is what sparked like my first feeling of like, why don't I look like that? Like when I look in the mirror, why is that not what I see? I think that was like one of my first dysphoria moments, which is just wild to think of. That Aragon might have been one of my first egg moments. I mean, admittedly, for me, that sounds pretty fucking fitting. Let's be completely honest here. We'll do here. Okay. Actually, hello. Finn the Fennec, hello, thank you so much for the raid, mate. Welcome in. If I can have a mod throw a shout out there. Thank you so much for the raid, man. My name is Xander. Hello. Lynn and Finn the Fennec and It's Stormo, thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome into the hive. My name is Xander. I do be hanging out around here. I play me some Minecraft. I also do art and shit and whatevers. My chat, if you are so kind, when that shout out is up, which it is now up now, it's at the top of the chat, drop a little heart follow. Finn, I'm gonna drop you a follow myself right now. I'll go check you out after the stream. It's just, it's absolutely an honor to have y'all in. Thanks for trusting your community with mine. We don't usually bite hard, so no worries. We're literally just talking about dragons and also somewhat talking about dysphoria. Listen, we all have a little bit of dragon dysphoria. Come on now. I loved Aragon, I still do, and it's mostly because it helped me to avoid my life, but still be in it at the same time. No, genuinely, Aragon was an amazing, what's the word that I'm looking for? Escapism. Aragon was amazing escapism. I absolutely adored it. It was a world outside of the world. Also, you all are spelling it wrong. Aragon, I thought. Unless I'm on fucking crack. Isn't it Aragon? I'm looking it up. Aragon. Yeah, it's spelled with an E. I'm not crazy. It's not spelled like argon, like the element. It's Aragon. I don't know if I can, Aragon. Also, the movies didn't happen and we don't talk about them. Let's all be in agreement here. The movies never fucking happened. The movies never fucking happened. The movie, it didn't fucking happen. It didn't happen. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. It did not happen. They did Braum so fucking dirty. They did Seraphina so fucking dirty. Absolute trash. Not autocorrect trying to correct me. There's a movie there. No. There is no movie. What movie? That's what I thought. There is no movie. Dragon, yeah. No, Aragon, no, you got it. Wicked? Wicked, that misspelling just made me realize that fucking Aragon is just the fucking word dragon. But instead of a D, it's an E. They went down one letter in the alphabet. They literally just went, what do we call the main protagonist of a dragon novel? Dragon. No. Let's see. Agon, Baggin, Kagan, Dragon, Aragon. Got it. I feel so fucking stupid having never seen that until this moment because you mistyped it. What the fuck? Am I the only one? Did everybody else know this? Tell me I'm not the only one. Tell me that nobody else knew this either. I can't be the only one who didn't know this. I did not know it either. Okay, I'm not fucking insane. I feel that's ridiculous. Because it's not like it's pronounced Ragan. Like, it's not Ragan. So I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, Ragan the Dragon, you know? It'd be like Agon, Baggin, Kagan, Dragon, Yagan, Iragan. Like, I mistyped nothing. Autocorrect tried to correct. Sorry. Autocorrect came for me. I cannot fucking believe they just spelt dragon with the next letter of the alphabet. And that's the name of their book series and their protagonist. I'm never gonna look at this fucking book series the same. I will never look at this book series the same. My entire life just changed. What the fuck? Autocorrect knew all along. Autocorrect was trying to teach us the truth. I'm horrified. This is ridiculous. What the hell? That's so awful to think about. Okay, listen, I know I can be bad at naming my characters, but I didn't name my character Dragon spelt wrong. Come on now. I feel like oh god, please. There's a lot of books and things like that, TBH. I don't know many of them. Oh, I posted it in case you want to see. I do want to see. Let me pull it up. Hang on. Xander Mini Fridge. This is what I see. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me, I'm gonna pull this up next to my map. Okay. So what they're seeing is head here, and then the spine going like this, tail goes out this way, and they see this here as a wing, right? The one wing going out this way, and there's two arms going out like this, like here and here, arms, and then a second wing coming up this way. This is the big wing up here, and then there's like a leg situation and a leg situation. Interesting. At least they didn't do dragon backwards. Tess, what is that in reference to? What is that in reference to? What the fuck spelled something backwards? I need to know what it is. I desperately need to know. Also, I feel the need to share today. It's a teeny tiny lobster fork. Aragon's name? No. I mean like, is there a book that just like named something backwards? Because like, I know Aragon is dragon. I know it would have been lazy. Oh, okay. I thought you were referencing like, at least they didn't do this thing. And like, we're like that there was some horrible fucking people who did do that thing. I was horrified for a moment. Thank God. If somebody's like, all right, what do we name our main character? And they just fucking spell some shit backwards, I'm gonna lose my marbles. I need a stick so that I can move my dragon. So I can move my Aragon. Oh my god. Please? Alright. Come on, barbecue. You're following now, right? There, now you're following. Come here. Come here, barbecue. Oh my god. Okay, sit. Okay, stay. Because now we can work on this side of the wall. Okay, this is a good shaped room so far. We're making progress. I feel like I need to do what I did over there, but over here, so we kind of push the room that way. So I actually think I'm going to end up changing this. Let's adjust this a little bit. Okay, we'll throw down a torch. A torch. Throw down a torch so I can see. All right. So instead of doing this, we're gonna double up on this. We're gonna double down. Like, okay. Chatters, what is the worst way? If you guys are writers out there, I'm curious if I've got any fellow writers in the chat. What's the worst way you've named a main character? Because in NaNoWriMo, there's entire forums usually that go on. If you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, I know I haven't talked about it in a while, but it'll come back around, don't you worry. NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, where everybody tries to write a novel, an entire novel in a single month. And there's usually entire forums in Nano about how do you name your main character? Do you worry about it right away? Do you come up with a main character before the plot and then throw him in? Do you come up with a plot and then throw in a main character? Like, and if you can't think of a name, like, do you waste time on trying to figure one out, or do you just come up with a placeholder and throw it in and hope for the best, and then just change it when you come up with something? Because that's what I ended up doing. That's my go-to method. Hello, bisexual. How are you? I know I just start writing. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Names for me almost always come secondary. Like, I create a character and then, like, once I like get to know them, I'll start thinking of names. I'd be terrible at naming babies. So, like, when I originally started writing Those That Fear Us, which is my novel I've been working on and have currently set aside, at least for the time being, because I don't know what the fuck I want to do with it. And because I just am not happy with it, and I don't think it'll ever be good enough, and so I'm in a perpetual state of not working on it because it's not good enough, and never finishing it because I'm not working on it. So, you know, I'm in a little bit of a perpetual hell right now, but don't you fret, I'll get through it. But when I originally started writing it, I couldn't think of a name for my main character. All I knew is that I wanted my main character to be non-binary. And so I literally named the bitch Sock. For the first 4 chapters while I was writing my book, I literally just referred to my main character as Sock. And that was just their name. And until I decided on a better name that I wanted for them. But for that time being, it was just Sock. And I love Sock. Shout out to them. And eventually Sock became Embry and became, you know, a fully thought out, fleshed out character. But, you know, for a little while there, it was just Sock. That was just who it was. And honestly, it worked. Because, like, I stopped worrying about, like, oh, God, what do I name my fucking character? And just kind of moved on with, like, well, let's just write a book. And, you know, the character is going to develop eventually. But, like, that's, I think, one of the hardest parts of NaNoWriMo is that you normally don't... So, one of the things about Nano that you usually do, but not everyone applies to, and not everybody sticks to, is that normally in Nano, you're supposed to start November 1st on a brand new, never before begun, never before planned out concept of a book. And some people will use October as planning month. Those are the planners. There's planners and pantsers. And a lot of people will use October as a planning month. You know, that's from the beginning of October through to the end of it, they'll work on all those little pieces, you know, coming up with a character name, coming up with a concept, coming up with a plot, coming up with, you know, what are the different relationships between the characters, coming up with a setting, and kind of like developing where they're going to go with the story, so that November 1st, they can just start writing the book, and then all they have to do is focus on writing. But that's not technically classic Nano. Classic Nano are pantsers, which are people who start November 1st with a brand new idea they've never touched before, which in my personal opinion is complete psychopathy, and is exactly how I tend to do it. Where I start with literally no idea. No characters, no plot, no ideas, no nothing, and I go into it with a blank piece of paper. And the way I came up with Those That Fear Us is I just started writing down things that I liked. And I was like, okay, I have to write a book. Cool. What do I like? What do I want to write about? What do I want to read about? What kind of world do I want to plan in? And do you know what the first thing I wrote down on that planning document was? Dragons. The first thing I wrote down on that fucking planning list was dragons, because I fucking love dragons. And so I was like, you know what? If I'm going to have to write a book for an entire month and I'm going to have to come up with a concept or a plot, the book I like the most, Eragon. So we're going with dragons. Dragon is my plot. And that is how it started. I decided I wanted to be edgy and have a non-binary character. I named that bitch Sock, and I immediately just started writing and randomly world building. And that's how it all started. Where are the dragons? Yeah, and that's the best part. There's not dragons in my book. There's none. I wrote dragons into it originally. They appeared in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th chapters and were referenced several times in the beginning. And before that story ever got to anybody's eyes, I took them out. Because I realized they were a really good jumping off point. They were a really good starting spot to get me interested in the world and to get my brain flowing with new ideas, you know, because it related to something I already cared about. But by the time I had started writing the story and writing the characters and writing what was actually happening, like, you know, the genuine plot, I realized that the dragons were unnecessary. They were MacGuffins. They were useless characters that didn't actually hold any meaning or importance in the story. They were just kind of there. So I got rid of them. Should I have? I don't fucking know, but I did. So personally, I think the story is better off without them because they really didn't hold a purpose. And that's a hard thing to do as an author. Like, we're always told for authors to, like, you know, keep everything interesting and keep everything concise and only include the important stuff, but also include detail and include as much detail as you can and make the world realistic and make it livable and make it palpable and make me really feel it. I want to feel the world. And there's so much variance that it's hard to, like, look at, like, what was originally a major plot point in your book and go, nah, not important. I'm just going to cut it out entirely. And it feels like completely changing the story to a certain degree, but it's also just, you know, it was the correct move because it was an unnecessary plot point that I really just didn't need to include. I don't know. I feel like a lot of writers are still kind of learning the concept, and by a lot of writers, I mean me included, the concept of what actually is important to be included in stories. And one of the things I'm really working on a lot recently, and like one of the things that makes me think a lot, is flashbacks and backstory. Which is interesting because having just created a D&D character and making up lore for this world, that's really all I'm talking about is backstory and flashbacks and all that shit. But in, like, actual writing, like novel writing, story writing, book writing, when you're writing, like, to publish shit, flashbacks and backstory, it's really hard to remember the fact that just because you know it exists and you know that it's true doesn't mean the reader needs to know. It doesn't mean you need to write a flashback or show the reader that this is how it happened or show the reader that this is what's important. It's usually better to just not include it at all. And you can reference it if it needs to be referenced, and you can talk about it if it needs to be talked about. And besides that, like, unless including the actual flashback of, like, living in that moment is really important to your reader's experience, there's really no reason to include it. It just, it pulls you out of your reading. It slows down the pacing. Like, there's a bunch of logistical reasons as to why you're not supposed to include it, I suppose. What do you guys think? If you guys are writers or readers, like, do you guys like reading flashbacks and backstory? Like, if you read a book and it has, like, backstory or flashbacks in it, do you enjoy them, or do you get bored of them? Glad you're using cherry logs, one of my favorite trees. Absolutely, me too. One of my absolute favorites. I really like the designs of these. Backstory is one of my favorite things sometimes. True. But how do you like it to be fed to you? How do you like it spoon-fed? Do you like learning the backstory by, like, direct flashbacks where we see what happens? Or, like, or are you preferential to, like, learning it slowly through, like, different, like, things or whatever? There's no incorrect answer. Let me clarify that really quickly. There's no incorrect answer. Everybody has a preference. If your preference is, I want direct flashbacks, I want to see what happened, like, that fantastic. That's your preference. Like, pop off. And if that's the way you want to write, do it. Like, that, you know, everybody like, writing is a fucking artistic craft, man. Do it however makes you happiest. I'm not gonna be like, you are doing it wrong. I don't know, man. Make me think a little, I suppose. See, and I personally, again, personal opinion, I'm personally in the same part there. One of the best ways to deliver my information, obviously it has to be done well, but that's the same as everything else. True. Both, all, any. Okay, valid. So we have a bunch of really different opinions on that, which I think is really cool. I'm personally anti-flashbacks. Not that they're bad. It's something that I actively try to avoid in my work because I believe that I can show you what happened in a more meaningful, or like show you or tell you about what happened in a more meaningful way than just taking you there. Like, I want to interact with how my character interacts with it. I want to show you how my character interacts with that memory, how it affects them, not then, but now, today. Why do they carry themselves the way that they do? I don't want to flashback and show you why they do. I want you to learn by getting to know them, kind of thing. Also confirm it for me though, so I don't want to be left wondering. Okay. I don't really know for background stuff. I usually just like that I have the info. Yeah. Depends on how it's written. Sometimes it's so long and I just don't want to read it, but sometimes I like to visualize how the character got there. I think I like flashbacks, but I'm not sure. That's valid. I just like fantasy stories that I read. That's valid too. Yeah, and I think I will fully say there are flashbacks that can be done really well. Like, if you can do a flashback well, absolutely no hate on flashbacks as a medium to be used, you know? Like, it's part of the writing process. It's a good medium to use if you have access to writing them and you can write them well. Write them. Apollo Light. Oh my god, hello. Jesus Christ, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. That's huge. Thank you so much. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're just talking about flashbacks and writing and stuff. But thank you for the gifts. That's super kind, mate. I gotta get some more stairs. I want to put stairs here, which I know is gonna affect this, and you might be able to see it, but I literally don't care. Do not care whatsoever. All right. And then I think I'm gonna make this ceiling taller as well. This is meant to be a dragon's den, and there's plenty of room above us, so I'm just gonna like pop the ceiling up a little bit higher. It's just gonna be annoying to actually dig out now. But like, if you can tell from going up here, like there's not much ceiling above us. There's plenty of room to like carve it up. I don't want it going all the way up, but this means I can build a custom ceiling. I think I'm viewing it through the lens of TV since I don't read, but I do watch TV, and TV flashbacks are almost always fantastic. See, and to a certain degree, I both agree, and to a certain degree, I think I both agree and disagree with that I believe TV flashbacks can be more effective than book flashbacks, personally. Because they're really visual effects, and having a really visual, visceral flashback can be really useful. And I think it can be done better, personally, than I think it can be done in the writing style. Hey, Angel, welcome in. But I'm kind of back and forth on that concept, because I don't know, I think even in TV shows, I watched a TV show recently, which is the reason I'm thinking about this in the first place. And I watched a TV show recently where we were introduced to a new character, and instead of getting to know the character at all, like literally at all, this was the first episode we had ever met the character. Immediately after meeting them, or well, we met them at the end of the episode, and the start of the next episode, it literally immediately took us to a flashback of their entire childhood, the way that they were raised, the person they were raised with, the trauma that person gave them, the reason that they wore this bell on their ear, and then like why they wore the mask, and the way that like the way that they interact with their society and what their town thinks of them, and then how the person that raised them slowly got sicker and died off, and how they lost them, and how they've been alone since, and all the things that led up to their current situation exactly where they are right now. And now we're back in the present. Here it is. And it was the most boring way I could have ever thought, because it was a really good and really emotional like backstory to live through. But I just didn't care. I literally just didn't care. It was such a boring episode because I don't know who this character is. I don't know why they matter. I don't know why I give a shit about their childhood. And you're just info dumping on me, which I love. I love info dumping. Like, it was just such a boring way to interact. Like, I wish I could have gotten to know them, slowly see them open up, see them share the way that they were grown up, see them share with the characters. Ouch. See them like share like with the characters like why they are the way that they are and why those things have changed. There were better ways to do that. The problem with this conversation also is that we're thinking completely different shows and they're going to do flashbacks very differently. Well, yeah, some flashbacks are going to be done really, really well, and some of them are going to be done really, really poorly. There's no one answer fits all for this. I fully agree. None of this is catch-all for me. All right, well, we got a floor done and literally nothing else. We have managed a floor with the stupidest pattern and nothing else today, but that's going to have to be a-okay. Pios did say sploosh, which I believe means it's time. All right. Oh, wait. No, there we go. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. To bed with my character. Hello, Fanart Retro Moon. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Here, come observe my face. Tempa 2. Oh, yeah, I had songs I want to show you guys. I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll show you guys tomorrow. Don't you worry. The one show I always had random flashback episodes for one of the characters, and I always groaned when I had to watch them because I didn't feel connected to any of the characters. And they barely had personality or depth, and learning a bunch of stuff about them in 45 minutes didn't make me care about them anymore. That's so specific, and so that's exactly what I mean. Like, sometimes, like, flashbacks are given without giving me a reason as to why I should care. I think I'll stand, the only harsh stance I think I can take on it is, if you introduce me to a character, like introduce me, and then immediately some townsperson comes up and is like, oh yeah, the reason they're like this is because and they, like, immediately just lay out their entire life for me. I'm not here. I'm not here for it. I don't care. It's bored. I'm not having a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, it's just I don't know. That's my opinion on it. I guess you get to escape since the grinds can't stop is gone. Yeah, sorry, I cannot push my time late today because I do have to go for the D&D session. So, we're actually going to raid somebody we haven't raided in a really, really long time. And if you guys remember us, we used to raid Zay, and we used to also hang out with Golem Breaker there. Looks like Golem is live, and so we're going to send you guys over to Golem. Because he's pretty chill, and I think you guys will have a good time, and he's just a super kind dude. So, go give some love. Go give some affection over to Gollum. Alrighty? The Breaking Bad flashbacks, though they're always little details of the past that add depth to the present rather than just being like, here's some big important thing. Yes, little flashbacks about details are super important. Oh, hi Jack. I'm sorry. We're literally ending, mate. My apologies. Super short stream today. I'm so sorry. But we will be back tomorrow with a much longer stream. Alrighty? So, everybody be good. I'm loading up the raid. I apologize for the short stream today, but I'll let you guys know how the D&D session goes tomorrow already. Wish me luck. I'll tell you if I accidentally die. See, my character is a one episode kind of guy.